Welcome to the masterclass on the high-stakes world of the restaurant business. Today, we are breaking down a deep-dive conversation hosted by Nikhil, who frames this discussion as an essential crash course for any entrepreneur dreaming of opening their own eatery. To give us the inside scoop, we are joined by three titans of the Indian food scene. We have Pooja Dhingra, the pastry visionary and founder of Le 15, Zorawar Kalra, the restaurateur behind massive restaurants, and Riyaaz Amlani, the mastermind who founded Impresario. Nikhil opens the floor by emphasizing that this talk is about education and stripping away egos to help the next generation of founders. Shifting gears to the origin stories, Pooja shares that her journey began in Mumbai at just 6 years old. She describes a childhood fueled by the joy of baking with her aunt and mother, using simple ingredients to create something beautiful. Building on her family background, Pooja explains that her father built a ball-bearing business from scratch after being cut off from his family. This grit inspired her to become an entrepreneur rather than a traditional employee. Moving into the academic side of the industry, Pooja reveals she briefly attempted law school before realizing her heart belonged in the kitchen. She spent 4 years in Switzerland earning a hospitality degree, followed by a year in Paris for a French patisserie diploma. According to Pooja, this level of international education is a massive financial commitment. She notes that 16 years ago, her tuition cost about 40 lakhs, and today that price tag has likely climbed to 75 lakhs. While she mentions that great Indian institutions like Levan now offer comparable training, the international experience provided a unique foundation for her career. The conversation then turns to the harsh realities of the workplace. Riyaaz points out that the industry is grueling and highly physical, often requiring staff to stand for 14 hours a day. Because of this intensity, Pooja and Riyaaz agree that 50 to 60% of hospitality graduates eventually leave the industry for less demanding roles in sales or corporate sectors. Zorawar adds that while a prestigious international degree helps a candidate stand out during the selection process, most hotel chains have rigid salary structures. This means elite graduates might not start with higher pay, though their career progression is often much faster. Closing out this segment, Pooja describes the landscape she encountered when returning to India in 2010. At the time, the F&B scene was dominated by major hotels with very few standalone restaurants. She observed that dessert menus across the country were stagnant, offering the same 5 options like Black Forest cake and tiramisu. This lack of variety, with only a few outliers like mocha, provided the perfect opening for her to introduce something fresh to the market. That wraps up our look at the foundational steps of building a culinary empire. Keep these insights in mind as you plot your own path in the world of business.